Hey guys, it's Christine, also known as Ivy Winter. Thank you for joining me for another Disney video. Today we're going to talk about 10 ways you are planning your Disney World vacation wrong. You're doing it wrong, and I'm going to help you do it right. We've all made these mistakes, whether it's people who have been once before, 50 times before. We've all kind of lived through them and experienced them. I know I have, which is why I'm making this video, and hopefully helping people to avoid it, especially if you're first timers, and to avoid it just in the future, even if you're going back again. So let's get through them. Number one is you're not planning at all. You can't just stroll into Disney World and expect to get everything done you want to see and have no plans whatsoever. It's just not going to happen. Other theme parks, yes, you can be more lax about not really thinking about how you're going to tour around the park. Even Disneyland has a more lax sort of planning structure because they cater towards the locals, and so you can do a lot of things last minute in terms of dining reservations and your fast passes you don't even make till you get there, and it's a very different vibe. But when it comes to Disney World, you need to plan because everyone else is planning, and now you're competing against others for things like fast passes and dining reservations and tour reservations and spa days and all of that good stuff. So don't go in like, I'm just gonna do it, I'm just gonna roll in and see what happens. Maybe if you've been there a ton of times, that is something that could work for you because you don't mind if you miss out on things. But if not, do not think that you can just roll in, get on all the rides you want to ride, get in all the restaurants. It's not gonna happen. You need to do some planning. Number two is you're over planning. So we're going to the other side of the spectrum. The people who have the calendar with the hours to the minute about, okay, we're gonna get in line in this, and it's gonna take us 45 minutes to wait in line according to touring plans, and then we're gonna get off and we're gonna walk over here, and then we're gonna eat for exactly 33.5 minutes. Don't do that. You're gonna ruin your vacation that way, because if things don't go to plan, and they won't, trust me, things get all screwed up all the time on any vacation, you're gonna be so disappointed, you're gonna be so angry because you put all that time into this crazy minute-by-minute plan that when it doesn't work out exactly how you expect, it is going to ruin your vacation. Number three, you aren't prioritizing fast passes. You're not booking them, you're not thinking about the rides, you're not doing it 60 days out, 30 days out, whatever your options are. If you're not thinking about fast passes, you're really gonna put a damper on your trip. Fast passes are free, they're there for a reason. They are worth taking a little bit of time researching into. It is worth waking up at 7 a.m. and making them. You're not gonna get everything that you want, but making the effort to make some sort of plan based on your fast passes is important, especially when it comes to things like Toy Story Land or Pandora, where you're gonna need a fast pass, and you might not even get them, because I know I haven't gotten any Toy Story Land fast passes. I think we got Toy Story Midway Mania. We did not get Slinky or Alien Swirling Saucers, despite me getting up at 7 a.m. and booking fast passes. So if that proves the point of like you have to sort of care, because if that's already hard enough to get by getting up and doing that, you're not gonna get anything else you want if you put it off, to a week before the trip. Number four is not checking park hours or the schedule. I'm not saying you gotta be obsessive about it. It's really important to know if parks have extra magic hours or not. Extra magic hours are these extra hours that the parks are open in the morning or the evening. They alternate, they change per day for the parks. You can access this if you are staying on site at a resort on Disney property. This is not accessible if you were off site, so that's the first thing to know. And then you should plan your days around that. If you are an early riser and you would love to take advantage of a morning extra magic hour, then you need to know when that's happening for said parks. Maybe you want to do the plan that some people do, which is avoiding the parks with extra magic hours, because there's this theory that it makes it a little bit more crowded because there's already been people there for an hour earlier in the morning, or there's going to be more people in the evening because they're going to be staying in through, midnight or whatever it is. I will say this, I don't really believe in that too much. From a lot of the statistical stuff I've seen, the amount of increased crowds on extra magic hour days is really nominal. Like, it's not going to change how the day goes, but you know what, if that's your jam, that's fine, but you should know. You should know when those days are happening. You should know when parks close. You should know when the fireworks are happening so you can plan around that. Number 5 is you're ignoring the My Disney Experience app. Look, I have a lot of problems with this app just as much as I do the desktop website. You guys know this if you follow me on Twitter. It is not a perfect app, but it is also incredibly useful, and I think that at least one person in your party needs to have it downloaded and needs to be using it. You can kind of check it out ahead of time. I actually have it on my phone right now. You can use it anytime you want. You do not have to be in the parks to use it, but it's really, really great. I've done a video before about the app and what you can kind of see on there and how helpful it is, but you know, you look at the app, and hopefully this is zooming in for you. You look at the app, you've got wait times, what's happening. Ooh, that's a long wait time, guys. 195 minutes or 7-door mine train. Woo. You can see your wait times. You can show it as a list if that's easier for you as well. You can see all of your plans. So I can already see my resort reservation and my mission space fast passes for the first day. You can update check-in information. You've got your photos. You've got your tickets, your park hours, as we said, show times, dining reservations. You can even do mobile ordering on here. You can change your fast passes on here. It is great. I find it a necessity when you are getting past your 3rd fast pass and you need to start booking fast passes 4, 5, 6. You gotta do it through here. It's just done so quickly, it's so easily. Don't neglect the app. Number 6, you're trying to do everything in this trip. It's not gonna happen. Disney World is huge, you guys. I say this all the time. It is so big. I've been many, many times and I still don't get to do everything that I want to do. It's about prioritizing what is most important to you. So this upcoming trip, we want to do more things outside of the parks that we like never prioritize, never have time to get to. So that might be a spa day or archery at Fort Wilderness. We might do a mini golf night. You have to prioritize the things that matter the most to you and understand that you are not going to be able to do everything. If you can accept that, you will not be disappointed and you will not burn yourself out. Like if you're trying to run around and do every single ride and, you know, go to Disney Springs and resort hop and go to Trader Sam's and, you know, all of that stuff, you are just going to burn yourself out and you're not going to have a good time. Number 7 is you're not considering travel time between the parks, between, you know, Disney Springs and somewhere else, your resort. You need to consider travel time. Now, this is a bigger factor if you're using the free transportation because it is slower than driving, right? So if you're gonna get into a bus and you're gonna go to wherever, it's probably gonna take 20-25 minutes as opposed to driving. You also have to wait for that bus. You also have to get off the bus stop and trek your way to the front of the park. You need to consider travel time. This is especially important in the morning when you've got early morning fast passes. Make sure you're giving yourself enough time to make it to them. When you've got early morning reservations, make sure you're giving yourself enough time to get to the restaurant. You need to consider how long it's going to take you to get from point A to point B. Number 8 is you're not booking ADRs. What are ADRs? They are advanced dining reservations and you need to book them. I just said in a video about the dining plan that I'm not a crazy restaurant planner when it comes to Disney, but we still book a few because if we don't, then I don't know what's gonna happen. We probably won't eat anywhere. You still need to book a few restaurants, especially if you are a bigger group and it's gonna be harder to get something. People are often very surprised when they go there and they go, I can't find anything at a single restaurant the day of. Why? That's crazy. It's really not, because so many people are booking up to 6 months in advance for their restaurant reservations. So, well, yes, you might luck out. Someone might cancel a reservation. You can swoop on in there and eat something good. You're gonna wanna book something. You're gonna wanna have a couple of dinners, a couple of lunches, maybe a breakfast booked, so that you don't go and then feel like every day you're eating maybe at a quick service place and you didn't want to do that. Number 9 is you assume it's truly the Sunshine State and you just pack shorts and tank tops. Don't do that. Florida has very eclectic weather. There are times where it's sunny and beautiful every day. There are times where it rains and downpours every day. Sometimes for 20 minutes, sometimes for hours. Make sure you're packing a poncho, a raincoat, any of those things that you might need. Depending on the time of year, the weather can be really wild. So in January, right now, when I'm down there, it is, you know, 71 is the high during the day. That sounds lovely. Maybe a light coat, maybe no coat at all. 40 something in the evenings. That's like, we need a coat, we need pants, we need layers. So you need to really do your research about the weather. Do not assume that Florida is just bright and sunny and beautiful all the time, because it's not. And you're gonna get down there and you're gonna go, crap, I don't have layers, I don't have jeans, I don't have a hoodie. Then you're gonna be spending money on those items in the parks, like in the stores, because you need them, or you're going to like freeze to death or be soaked, or any other number of things. Number 10, not giving yourself enough time to slow down. This kind of harkens back to the trying to do everything. Give yourself a slow down day. Give yourself a non-park day. Or if you're like me, I'm not always big on non-park days. Give yourself half a non-park day. Say, I'm gonna not go to a single park until 3 p.m. We're gonna wake up, we're gonna have some pool time, we're gonna wander the resort, we're gonna have a very relaxed, you know, breakfast, no rushing, no fast passes, nowhere to get to, nowhere to be. I think it's really important to slow down, enjoy your vacation. Don't run yourself ragged. You know, really take some slow down time. If you have kids, that is tenfold. You're probably gonna need some slow down nap time every single day. But even if you're an adult and you're like, I can do it, I can handle it, trust me, you're gonna love that you built in some slow time. It's gonna feel so nice. So those are 10 ways that you are planning your Disney World vacation wrong, but hopefully I can set you on the right track. If you have a mistake that you've made in the past with planning that you've learned from, some way that you felt like you planned wrong, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear it. If you like this video, then like it. If you like me, you should subscribe. I make videos every single week, and I love that you guys hang out with me. It's been a pleasure talking with all of you. It's amazing. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of the day.